Are we ready to begin? Woo! Okay, start slapping your knees. Start beating your chests. Go fucking ape shit for the one from Vauxhall!
Hello, everybody. Nice. My name's Mia, and I co-run this night with Luke. Thank you. I was elated when I heard about this. And Luke was like, oh, I got the best idea for a name. He doesn't, spoiler. He was like, oh, we're going to call it Big Spoon. I was like, dude, are you sure about this? This doesn't sound very edgy. And he was like, no. Seriously, I've been thinking about it for a long time. And I was like, no, you haven't. You've been eating soup. And then you looked at what you were eating it with, and you're like, huh, Big Spoon. I'm gonna take a break. Either that, or you're warming up some heroin in a spoon, you're like, this needs a smile carved into it. Dolphins are horses! Anyway, welcome! So, I've been in a relationship. Oh yeah, we're gonna go straight to like 90s comedy. Like, what's the deal with relationships? I've been in a relationship recently. Something nasty happens when you're in a relationship. Other couples start giving you like super cool advice. And they tell you how much their relationship is so much better. Now, I'm gonna warn you, this bit usually alienates the audience, but I'm gonna keep it if it kills me, okay? So there's some things people will tell you that annoy the fuck out of me. Number one, oh my god, it's like I married my best friend. We're just like best friends. That just sounds like you don't have sex to me. Also, we just balance each other out. You have nothing in common, is that what that sounds like? You don't want someone to balance you out, you want someone who's like you so you can do similar things. Also, my least favorite of all, and you've all said this, we're so in sync, we like finish each other's sentences. If you interrupt me to finish my sentence, I'm gonna fucking kill you. That's all I have to say. Meet me at the bar after the show. Yeah, I'm a little bit weird about relationships. Any couples in? Woo! Vivian, you're here alone. It's so obvious. There's a literal spotlight above your head. It's so obvious you're alone. Any non-delusional, non-sad people. Cool. Yeah. So I don't know. Were you guys always like super into love, or was anybody ever like apprehensive a little bit? I'm a little bit weird about love because my parents, and of course none of this is my fault. So my parents like tried to shield me from like sexuality and sexy stuff when I was a kid. So when I was like 5, remember that song? There's like Roxanne, you don't have to put on the red light, right? I was a kid and I was like, why is she putting on the red light? What does that mean? And my parents were like, she is developing photographs. And I just believed that forever. And it took a really weird encounter in Amsterdam when a madam tried to charge me like 500 pounds for like some black and white photos. No. I never got them either. Yeah, no, they would also... it's a slow burner. I also, like, they constantly tried to shield me from it by, whenever we saw a prostitute on the street or, like, on the road, they would use the word friend instead of prostitute, right, to shield me from all this, like, nastiness. So they would be like, oh, my mom would go like, oh, that friend of yours has really high red boots. And then my dad would be like, oh, that friend of mine has another friend. So they thought they were being super coy, but I was like, why is my dad only friends with prostitutes? And if they're such good friends, why is she overcharging us for photos? Yeah, so that's that. But to be honest with you guys, like the only reason I'm like that and my parents were like that because I'm from Croatia. Ooh. I don't know why I said it with like a fake accent. Croatia. That's not how you say it at all. Anybody been? Yeah. That's more people than are there. Did you guys like it? What did you think? Mixed feelings. Yeah. Good. Yeah, all right. Yeah. It wasn't called Croatia before though. When I was growing up, it was called Yugoslavia. super communist, right? Anybody else communist? Anybody fan of the rom-com? the com-com? It's like a rom-com, but like more executions. It was really fun growing up communist because we like had we thought we had a good time. Like TV was just like the great leader riding a horse for 2 hours, and everyone was like, yes! And we couldn't have any like Western stuff. We couldn't have like jeans or Coca-Cola. It was like all forbidden. But I didn't know that was bad. I didn't know what else was there. But now that I live here, I see these like ads on Facebook, and it's like, oh my god, guys, remember the 90s when we had like Squinchies and Beverly Hills and Brandon? And I'm like, remember the 90s when a loaf of bread cost 17 million dinar? Remember how cool the 90s were when we all had brand pants from the pants store? Yeah. Okay, so, oh man, I want to do the communist song so bad. Should I do it, Luke? You think I should do it? Woo! I don't know if this bit is ready at all, guys. I'm just gonna go for it, okay? So. You guys had like Ace of Base and stuff at the time. And we had, remember like you had Rocky and other hit movies. And we also had kind of Rocky. So I'm going to perform for you a communist version of Eye of the Tiger. And we just see where we go from there, okay? I'm going to need your help. We're going to need like a really communist rhythm to go with this. Ready? Here's the eye of the tiger. Here's the thrill of the fight. Rising up to the challenge of your rival. Rising. Wow! So I'm gonna need like, was that worth it? I mean, I had fun. I don't know about you guys. All right, I'm gonna close on a final joke because I feel like that fucking divided the room as fuck. Pornography, am I right? Who likes it? Great, yes, thank you. I don't want to talk about porn for too long, but I do live in a house with 1 million people, and I can't listen to my porn at high volume. I can't actually do anything. The other day, my housemate was like, "Did you have someone over last night? Because I heard you laughing." She goes, "But I thought maybe you were practicing your comedy." Is that what you think I do? Just in my room, just cracking up at my own jokes. Oh, communism! No, but like I do like I understand the point of porn and the whole like storyline. But my favorite part of pornography is the comments. They're amazing. And my favorite porn comment of all times just said this. It was like, if you stop this video at 7:02, you can see a dog in the background. Why? How? What happened that you stopped what you were doing? Because there's no way that you finished and then went back. There's no way that happened. You stopped and then wrote that down. It's crazy to me. Either it's like a rough time in your life and you're like 7 wanks deep, and we've all been there. And you're like desperate to see anything but 2 people having sex, and you're like, can they afford this house? Is there a dog in the background? I did this joke at a club the other month, and a lady came up to me after the show and she was like, what kind of dog was it? Lady, your priorities. Anyway, because I love this joke, people have started sending me screenshots of like their own favorite porn comments, which I encourage you to do as well. And I'm going to share, before I go, my last 2 favorite ones. Number 1. Awesome balls, amazing load. That is supportive as fuck. And also, this is a bit of a thinker, but think about it on your way home. I could hear the fire alarm beeping the whole time. Now, I may fuck MILFs. But I don't fuck with fire safety.